Welcome back. October 22nd, 2021. This Piper Cherokee Lance went into the trees with 2 souls on board. We're going to find out what happened on this NTSB final report, November 1652 Hotel. 1 fatal, 1 serious, in Walterboro, South Carolina. So the airplane departed from its home airport. Their fuel tanks were full to capacity, 98 gallons. The pilot planned for a single leg, but about an hour and a half into the flight, he decided to land for fuel due to the 20-knot headwind, which he had not accounted for during his planning. About 3 hours into the flight, the pilot advised the air traffic control that they wanted to divert for fuel and then resume to their destination. The air traffic control cleared the pilot to fly directly to the diversion airport. When the airplane was approximately 9 miles north of the diversion airport, they declared a mayday and reported a lagging engine. The pilot described that when they were 1,600 feet, he pushed the throttle forward to level off, but the engine did not respond. The engine then surged, but it would not respond to his throttle inputs. The airplane subsequently impacted trees short of the diversion airport. During the impact sequence, the pilot was seriously injured and the passenger was fatally injured. So very sad one here. This is how it ended up in the trees. The left wing did not catch fire, but the right wing did. That kind of says a lot, as we'll find out. So here's their flight path as they came in. Heavy trees, wooded area. Firefighters at least had this road they could make access, but it's still going to be tough going trying to get in here and even find the aircraft. There was a large debris field. They came in with a lot of speed, and firefighters had to go ahead and pull hand lines and put out that fire. But again, stretching those hand lines through all of this wooded area is not an easy task. And then also you have to deal with the passengers as well. The 2 on board, you have to take care of them and get them back out into the hospital. So here is that flight path. This aircraft left Shannon Airport in Virginia about 1 o'clock p.m. for Miami executive and didn't make it. And then here's some more of that large debris field. So the pilot had flown about 3 hours at the time of the accident. Fuel consumption calculations indicate that, depending on the power settings, more than half of the fuel of the 94 usable would have been consumed. This was greater than the usable amount in each wing, which was only 47 gallons per side. So while the pilot stated that he checked the fuel gauges every 15 minutes and would continue flying on the fuel tank that had the higher fuel indication, the pilot's operating handbook for the airplane advised that to keep the airplane in best lateral trim during cruise flight, the fuel should be alternately switched from each tank at 1 hour intervals. So you guys can let me know, do you switch tanks on longer flights? And do you do so every 1 hour, or how do you manage your fuel? So here's a fuel staining from the right wing fuel cap. Post-accident examination of the airplane at the accident site revealed that the post-impact fire had a burn pattern that appeared to initiate from the right wing. Residual fuel was found in the right wing outboard fuel tank, and the fuel staining was also present around the fuel filler port for the right wing. However, minimal thermal damage was present on the inboard leading edge of the left wing, and residual fuel and fuel staining were not evident. This physical evidence suggests that little or no fuel was present in the left wing fuel tanks, and that the majority of the fuel on board of the airplane at the time of the accident was in the right wing tanks. The post-accident examination of the engine did not reveal any evidence of pre-impact failures or malfunctions to preclude normal operation. So the NTSB final report, probable cause based on the information, is likely that the loss of power was due to the left wing having little or no usable fuel available, which subsequently introduced air into the fuel lines. Thus, after the loss of power, the fuel in the right wing would not have been a reliable source of fuel to quickly restore the engine power. So based on available evidence and circumstance of the accident, consistent with fuel starvation, resulting in the pilot's mismanagement of the fuel system during the flight. So very sad. I know they have pumps on these things, but I guess if it's bone dry, then you can't use the fuel on the right side. You pilots can let me know. I'm just trying to learn how you calculate and predict your fuel usage during flights, especially like with headwinds and things like that. Here's the colonel, Dean Tomey. So he's the pilot in command, a lot of flight time in the military, a great pilot. And it's sad that, this happened. But here's some information for any of you that are interested. And I believe he did survive. He was the one with serious injuries. So thanks for watching. Lots to learn on these final reports. I like going over them. I hope you enjoy them as well. This is Arfred. I'm Keone. I'll see you guys next time.